Aries, and welcome to your full moon in Taurus general oracle reading. Take what resonates, release what doesn't. We are just looking to tap in and get some information on what energies are showing up for this full moon in Taurus for you, the sign of Aries. It can be your sun, moon, or rising. Let's see what energies want to show up for Aries. Full moon in Taurus. Oops, here we go. A new romantic cycle begins. I feel like there is something balancing out. If this isn't a new relationship or cycle in a relationship, a romantic area, I feel like this could be a balancing out. If there's been a situation going on in one that's a current relationship, I do feel like there is balance being restored, though. And anyway, I'm seeing this. You're very close to achieving your goals. So for many of you, this could be someone who is single and just getting back out there, meeting someone new. So this full moon, if you're an Aries rising, this could be in your second house, right? You don't, if it's not going to be in your second house, if you're not an Aries rising. And I feel like that is the house of things that we value, right? And so I feel like for the Aries who have Taurus in their second house, I feel like there could be some energies that are shifting, releasing, removing, dissipating out of your life. Could have been hard feelings or just an old cycle in regard, I feel like, in regards to relationships. So I do feel like this is aligning with something that you value, something that's right, fair, just, something that's balanced, something that has a harmonious feel, ebb and flow to it. Next card that's showing up, and you are close to achieving this. A win-win outcome is forecast. More Libra energy, a lot of Libra energy showing up already. And Libra is all about balance and harmony within relationships. So again, take what resonates, release what doesn't. I am going to suggest that you go after watching this video and listen to the video or watch the video where I did the new moon in Libra just a couple weeks ago, I think it was. You can go back and look at the the Aries playlist, and you'll find that reading in there. So I feel like something was initiated during that time. You could really see it solidifying, coming together, something balancing out. Real strong balance is showing up. And I feel this Taurus energy is removing things that you no longer value or that don't hold value for you, right? And aligning, balancing out with things that do. Next card that comes up, Leo energy. This says confidence is key to your success. So I feel like someone is in their power. It just gives me that vibe of you're in your power. You know what direction you want to go. You know what moves you want to make. You know what actions, those sort of things. Conclusions are within reach. And this is, to me, feeling like you reaching that. Like you or I almost feel like you just reaching through like the portal, the threshold, that sort of energy, and claiming it, right? Claiming the new, claiming this balance, claiming whatever. To me, this feels like a partnership or connection. That's what it feels like to me. So take what resonates, release what doesn't. Not every reading is going to be for you. You could check your other placements, sun, moon, rising. Always check your rising because that's always going to be the most accurate for you and give the most information. So the first card, wow, a new romantic cycle begins and it's being clarified with soulmate. I mean, it is what it is. I don't have to say anything about any of that because that's just what I'm feeling this energy is. It's aligning with something, a connection that not only do you value and appreciate, but the energy feels reciprocating to me. I feel like this is someone having the confidence to do the right thing, take the right road, take the higher road. I feel like move energy, like be honest with themselves, like they're really, I feel connected to where they're being spiritually guided or led or drawn towards. It gives me that real strong um, soul connection energy for sure. Let's see what other energies want to show up. You're close to achieving your goal. The card that comes out to clarify that is the card of optimism. And look at, I love that. Her arms are open, her, him, doesn't matter. No gender in tarot. So just take what resonates, release what doesn't. But this is someone with their arms open. They're optimistic. They're hopeful. And again, if see the energy when you see this person, their arms up and they're like putting them through that portal. They're reaching through to the other side, coming out of this darkness, going towards the light. Very nice energy. Look at the light. Grateful for life. There is that optimistic hope that they've never lost. Like, I feel like they never lost hope in this situation and always knew there would be this bright, beautiful, happy, just I feel peaceful soul situation is what I'm feeling with all of this. And I feel like this is someone reaching into the unknown and grabbing onto just that. Next card that's coming up, and this is to clarify a win-win outcome, and this is talking about time to play. I've seen this card come up several other readings, so you can check your other placements and see if it's showing up in there as well. But it does bring that energy of having fun. When we talk about time to play, that's really what we look at as Leo energy. And that does talk about romance in that area as well. But it does talk about living, laughing, loving, having fun, making it a priority, making you a priority to experience these things, connect with those opportunities, accept those, opportunities when they are being presented to you. But it does talk about having fun, getting out of your comfort zone, getting out there, hanging out with friends, doing something different. I feel like a real big balance of mind, body, and spirit, right? And we know when you're around the right people, you come through that with an infusion in your spirit and your soul. You just know what you know, right? Next card that comes up is the virtue of humility. And it's interesting because I don't know what sign it was, but I know them two cards came up together in another reading. I don't know what sign it is, but I know they did. And I do remember feeling with this one, like I do feel there, because of some sort of shift, change, direction, um, connection, whatever this is. This one really struck me as, because it says control your ego and embody modesty, right? Like I kind of got the feeling where someone's in the other reading, I don't feel it in this reading, but I'm going to say it anyways. In that other reading where I felt somebody's ego, like I told you so, or something like that, where they wanted to let that ego flare up because maybe someone has been really, I don't know. It just gives me the vibe of watch that ego, right? Watch that ego. And I felt like in the other reading, someone wouldn't let that ego get out of check. They wouldn't be, because I kind of feel like it's, if someone was surrounded by energies that are always like, you can't do it, you can't, accomplish that, or you're not, whatever it is, right? I feel like when someone reaches through this portal and this threshold and aligns with this connection, this whatever this is, it's almost like someone wants to say, I knew I was better than that, or I knew I could achieve this, right? But this is saying, really giving me the energy of don't do that, right? Be modest about this situation. Like, oh, you didn't really think that would happen. I just feel like there's a humbling experience to this. I almost feel kill him with kindness. I don't know what that means. You take what resonates, release what doesn't, but that's just the vibe I'm getting. Sacrament of the present. This is someone opening their arms, their heart chakra as well. They're ready to receive. That does feel like they're drawing in some sort of energy, and I feel like that energy that they are drawing in is a soulmate. It's someone who is on a higher vibrational frequency, and it's a result of the frequencies aligning and being the same, healed energies coming together, right? And that could be, I don't know, it just keeps making me think back at that ego. Be mindful, put that ego in check, or, allow yourself to have that ego death. Maybe that's another part of whatever this was, where someone went through an ego death and, now they're a lot more, I don't want to use the words meek and mild, but I kind of feel like they're more humbled for sure in regards to situations, connections, relationships, that sort of thing. I don't really feel like they're all flashy with it for whatever reason. Could have been because they were sabotaged in prior connections. I don't know. Take what resonates, release what doesn't. All right, let's see what the Moonology manifestation wants to say, what messages it wants to bring to you in regards to this situation and the manifestations taking place. First card out is open up to change, right? Like this is definitely a change. I kind of feel like that could have been that right there, that ego death where someone went through an ego death and now they're more humble about situations. They're opening up to change something, and I'm feeling, I don't know why, but I feel like it's a result of, like when you brag about, oh, my friend is so awesome and yada, 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 and then you turn and find out your friend weren't even a good friend. It was a frenemy posing, right? Like that could have been an ego death, right? That sort of situation. I'm just feeling within this reading, it's talking about connections, romantic relationships. It's talking about soulmate energy. Trust the universe is showing up next. So open up to this change. And again, look, open up to the change, open up to the change. And I'm feeling, underneath that, this sacrament to the present is standing in your strength. This is someone having the power, the strength, the courage, the confidence to stand up and open their heart to receive what they know to be worthy of. And I feel like they are claiming this energy. They may not share this with anyone and everyone. Um, they may not be screaming it off the rooftops, but I feel like they're embracing this and claiming this. New moon in Cancer. Cancer talks about our home, and this says relax. Home, family, foundation, the place you feel safe, secured, nurtured, and loved. This can be where someone's really feeling at peace because they feel that alignment. They feel that connection. They know they are safe, secure. They know they are receiving, not only giving, but receiving. It's a reciprocating energy of that nourishment, that compassion, that love, that kindness. They feel safe and secure in who they are and what they're connected to. Very nice energy. So let's see what energies want to show up in regards to this time to play. Here we go. Time to play. Look, shine. New moon in Leo. There's that Leo energy I was talking about again, where I was talking about the romance, the fun, the love, the childlike joy, the creative experiences, the larger than life. This is about shining, right? Know you are loved. Libra energy, new moon in Libra, strong Libra energy. Again, go back and watch that reading for the new moon in Libra because that can help give you some additional information, as well as watch the November monthly where there is this transformation in Scorpio taking place. But anyhow, this says know that you are loved, and I feel like you are going to, like, you're going to know it on a soul level, because I feel like it's, right? You can tell. It's easy to tell when you're thought of, when you're remembered, when you're appreciated, where you're valued, respected. All of these things show you what true, authentic, genuine love is all about. And I feel like there is a connection that is about to, if it hasn't already shown up, to connect these dots for you. So let's look at the virtue of humility. Virtue of humility, and it's trust the universe, right? There's that trust the universe. This already came out. This is having faith. This is letting go of your need to control or to figure it all out or to know how it's going to happen. I feel like this is you just falling into the ebb and flow of the universe and the blessings it's bringing your way. Bottom of the deck is attend to the details. So that to me just gives me that vibe of like knowing, right? Like I was just saying, you can know when you feel like, when you're appreciated, respected, valued as a human being, as a person, as a partner, whatever. You know what that looks like, you know what that feels like. And I feel maybe you didn't know what it felt like because of prior experiences, but you know it when you see it. And I feel like this is what you're seeing through this energy I'm picking up on for this full moon in Taurus leading up to the 1111 portal, I will say. So let's get some guidance information from the Vintage Wisdom Oracle deck. Let's see what messages and guidance the universe wants to bring to you. First one up is celebration. I feel like this is a celebration of a transformation that you have gone through. Bottom of the deck, tells me that the timing, divine timing right there, divine timing for this, you know, to evolve, ascend, grow, happen, take place, that sort of energy is what's here now. The next card I did see, I didn't pull it, but it did show up, its face to me, was the grace card. I feel like you're gracefully moving through this transformation into this celebration mode, into this celebratory energy of opportunity, of happiness, of joy. It feels like a lot of peace is associated with this, in this almighty knowing, in the connections. And again, for I'm feeling this is really about relationship and a romantic one, but it can also be within soulmates, can be new friends, new coworkers, that sort of thing. But it really feels like recognition on who you're soul tribe is versus your karmic soulmates, right? There's that change energy again. And this, to me, you see the white owl. I believe that you've gained a lot of knowledge, wisdom. I feel like you've learned to go within and balance internally and watch it manifest externally for someone. I'm feeling someone is sheltered through this change, because I do feel like this change does feel like it's pretty big. It does feel like a real big change. Like I said, if you are used to toxic situations, it may be a big change for you, and uncomfortable for a minute to, be part of something healthy, because it's something you've never known. It's out of your comfort zone. So be mindful. Take what resonates, release what doesn't. We have sanctuary. So again, I feel like this is like somebody's life is going from a life they've known of chaos, drama, probably a lot of karmic experiences, into a very blissful, peaceful, nurturing situation. And I feel like they are embracing the change, or they're going to embrace the change. I just feel like it's something they're going to be, a little bit, like, I more reserved when it comes to sharing or inviting, people into it, because I feel like something happened in the past is how I'm feeling. Divine timing is showing up again. So it's like telling me that this is the time for this. This is the time for this cycle to end. This is the time for this change to happen. And I feel like it's a good thing. I do love this. So, I mean, I hope this serves you well, Aries. I hope you can claim this. Please leave me a comment and let me know if you were the one who was really spent a lot of time in, or could possibly have been years of your life in just unhealthy situations, or karmic connected with karmic situations, and where you're going through this transformation now to rid yourself of that. I cannot make it up. Hold on, I gotta cover this card up. New beginning. There is the new beginning. There is something new being created, being born into your reality. And I'm going to pull this card because it was right on top and it can cover up that card. But that's the purity. That's the cleansing. This is detoxing and purging out all of that old energy, all of those experiences that are not meant to go forward in your future with you. So we'll pull one more card to close this message out. Please leave me a comment and let me know if this message is resonating with you. If you haven't already, please do like the video and subscribe to the channel. It really does help, and I greatly appreciate you. Divine timing. Yep, divine timing. Trust the process, trust the timing. It does show that you are ready to take flight. You have gone through some sort of transformation. There's a celebration that's coming through, and you are opening yourself up. You are ready to receive. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you. Sending you love and light.